Have you ever wondered how some people always seem to have money, even when life is tough, while others struggle month after month? What if the secret to saving money is not about how much you earn, but something much simpler, and something you can start doing today? Imagine turning your tiny coins into a growing shield that protects you from stress, emergencies, and financial uncertainty. What if the small choices you make today could change your financial future completely, even if your wallet is almost empty right now? In this guide, you will discover simple, little-known strategies that allow anyone, even someone broke, to take control of their money. You will learn how to stop wasting without feeling deprived, how to make your money work for you, and how small, consistent actions can transform your life over time. This is not about shortcuts or magic tricks. It is about smart thinking, small steps, and powerful habits that anyone can apply. Lesson 1. Accept where you are. Before you can fix your financial life, you must first accept where you are right now. Most people skip this step because it feels uncomfortable. They feel ashamed of being broke, of having debt, or of not being able to save. But the truth is, you cannot change what you refuse to face. Acceptance is not weakness. It is the first act of courage. Take a deep breath and look at your situation honestly. Do not judge yourself. You are not lazy, stupid, or unlucky. You are simply in a phase of learning. Many successful people started from the same place, completely broke, lost, and afraid. What made them different was their willingness to face reality and take responsibility for it. Sit down with a paper and pen. Write down how much money you have right now. List your income sources, even if they are small. Then write down your expenses: rent, food, transport, loans, and small daily habits like coffee or snacks. When you see everything clearly, something magical happens. The confusion in your mind begins to fade. You start to see where the problem truly lies. Sometimes, it is not that you do not have enough money, it is that you do not know where your money goes. Maybe you spend without thinking. Maybe you ignore bills until they pile up. Maybe you buy small things for comfort because life feels stressful. All of this is normal, but once you see it on paper, you hold the power to change it. Acceptance also means forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Maybe you wasted money. Maybe you trusted someone and lost it. Maybe you bought things you did not need just to feel better. Whatever it was, let it go. You cannot drive forward while staring at the rearview mirror. Learn from your past, but do not live in it. When you accept your current financial truth, you stop lying to yourself. You stop blaming the world and start taking charge. It is like turning on a light in a dark room. You may not like what you see at first, but now you can clean it up. From this moment onward, your money journey becomes real. Say this to yourself softly: I may be broke right now, but I am not broken. I know where I stand, and that means I can move forward. These simple words are your first step toward financial freedom. Acceptance brings peace. Peace brings clarity, and clarity opens the door to action. In the next lesson, you will learn how to change your mindset, because once your mind believes you can save, your life begins to follow. Lesson 2. Change your mindset. Your mind is the foundation of your financial life. If your thoughts are negative, your money habits will reflect that negativity. If your thoughts are hopeful, your actions will begin to change. Everything starts from what you believe about yourself and about money. When people are broke, they often think, I can never save. Money is always running away from me. Only rich people can save or invest. These thoughts sound innocent, but they quietly shape your reality. If you believe that saving is impossible, your brain will never even try. It will find reasons to prove you right. But the moment you believe that saving is possible, your brain begins to look for solutions. It starts to notice small ways you can spend less and save more. This is the power of mindset. You must begin to treat money like a friend, not a monster. If you fear it, it will run away from you. If you respect it, it will begin to stay. Start by speaking kindly to yourself about money. Say, I am learning to manage my money wisely. Say, I may not have much now, but I am growing. Words are powerful. They create the emotional soil where your habits grow. Changing your mindset also means letting go of old beliefs that no longer serve you. Maybe you were told that money is evil. Maybe you were made to believe that rich people are selfish. Or maybe you think you do not deserve wealth because of your background or mistakes. These beliefs live quietly inside your mind and block your progress. But money itself is not good or bad. It is a tool. It becomes good or bad based on how you use it. When you change how you see money, you change how it behaves in your life. Another part of mindset is patience. We live in a world that wants everything instantly. People want to save today and become rich tomorrow. But true wealth is built slowly, through consistent habits and discipline. When you accept that growth takes time, you stop feeling frustrated. You start celebrating small wins, like saving a few coins, saying no to an unnecessary purchase, or paying a bill on time. These tiny victories are not small at all. They are the signs that your mind is transforming. Here is a simple mental exercise. Every night before you sleep, say thank you for whatever money passed through your hands that day, even if it was a small amount. Gratitude trains your mind to focus on abundance instead of lack, and what you focus on tends to grow. When your mindset shifts from "I can't" to "I can learn," your entire energy changes. You start noticing chances to earn a little extra. You start feeling proud instead of guilty when you save. You begin to act like someone who values money, and money begins to value you back. Remember this always. Being broke is a temporary situation. Having a broke mindset is a choice, and you can choose differently from this very moment. In the next lesson, we will move from mindset to action. You will learn how to track every expense so you can clearly see where your money goes and how to take control of it. Lesson 3. Track every expense. Now that your mindset is shifting, it is time to take a practical step. And that step is to start tracking every single expense you make. It may sound boring or small, but it is one of the most powerful habits you can ever build. You cannot manage what you do not measure. If you do not know where your money goes, you will never be able to control it. Think of your money like water. If there is a leak, you will keep losing it, drop by drop, without noticing. Tracking your expenses helps you find those leaks. It shows you where your money disappears every day. Once you see it clearly, you can stop the waste and redirect that flow toward savings. Start simple. Take a small notebook or use a free app on your phone. Every time you spend money, write it down immediately. It does not matter how small it is. Even if it is just a coin for chewing gum or a small tip, write it down. You are not judging yourself. You are learning about your habits. Do this for 1 week, then for 2 weeks, and soon it will become natural. When you look back at your notes, you will begin to see patterns. Maybe you spend more on food than you thought. Maybe your travel costs are higher than expected. Maybe you buy little things every day that add up to a big number by the end of the month. This awareness is eye-opening. It gives you power. Tracking your expenses is not about restriction, it is about freedom. Because once you know where your money goes, you can decide where it should go. You can plan better, save more, and stop feeling lost. It is like switching from walking in the dark to walking with a flashlight. You finally see the path. You may also notice emotional spending. Sometimes we buy things not because we need them, but because we are tired, sad, or stressed. When you start writing everything down, you begin to see this emotional pattern too. You learn that money is not just about numbers, it is about feelings. And when you control your emotions, you automatically control your expenses. Here is a helpful tip. At the end of each week, sit quietly for a few minutes and review what you wrote. Do not criticize yourself. Simply observe. Ask gentle questions like, what did I spend on that I could have avoided? What did I truly enjoy spending on? This reflection builds awareness, and awareness builds strength. With time, you will start noticing that you spend more carefully. You will think twice before buying something you do not need. That hesitation is not fear, it is wisdom. It means you are becoming the master of your money. Remember, tracking expenses is not about being perfect, it is about being aware, and awareness is the first step toward control. In the next lesson, we will build upon this awareness. You will learn how to cut unnecessary spending without feeling deprived or unhappy. Lesson 4. Cut unnecessary spending. Now that you have started tracking your expenses, you can finally see where your money goes. This next step is about learning how to cut the spending that does not serve you, not to punish yourself, but to protect your future. Cutting unnecessary spending is not about living a sad or empty life. It is about choosing wisely. It is about saying yes to what truly matters and saying no to what slowly drains your energy and money. Every coin you save becomes a small brick in the foundation of your future freedom. Start with small things. When you look at your list of expenses, mark the items that are wants, not needs. Needs are the things that keep you alive and stable: food, rent, medicine, travel for work. Wants are everything else, the extras that make life comfortable but not essential. Many people spend most of their money on wants while ignoring their needs. This is where the change begins. Ask yourself simple questions before spending. Do I really need this, or do I just want it for comfort? Will this item still feel important after 1 week? If the answer is no, walk away. You will be surprised at how powerful that small act feels. Here is a truth many people ignore. You do not need to buy happiness, you need to create it. When you connect happiness with spending, you become trapped. Because the more you buy, the more you need to buy to feel the same joy. But when you find joy in simple things, walking, laughing, creating, learning, you start to save naturally. Your peace no longer depends on your wallet. Cutting unnecessary spending also means breaking automatic habits. Maybe you buy coffee every morning because it feels routine. Maybe you order food even when you can cook at home. Maybe you buy clothes just to feel confident. Each of these actions feels harmless alone, but together they drain your savings quietly. If you replace even one of these habits with a smarter choice, you start winning. Here is an example. If you stop buying that daily coffee and make it at home instead, you might save a small amount each day. That does not seem like much. But over 1 year, it becomes a big number. This is how small habits turn into big changes. You can also use what I call the pause method. When you feel the urge to buy something, pause for 1 minute. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, why do I want this? If the reason is emotion, like stress or boredom, find another way to handle it. If the reason is true need, go ahead. This 1-minute pause can save you from countless regrets. Another helpful trick is to replace expensive habits with free or cheaper ones. Instead of going out to a movie every weekend, watch one at home with friends. Instead of buying books, visit your local library or read online. Instead of eating outside, try cooking something new and simple. You will not only save money, but also gain new skills and memories. When you cut unnecessary spending, you are not saying no to life. You are saying yes to balance. You are building the power to control your choices instead of letting your choices control you. It is a beautiful feeling when you realize you do not need to buy everything you desire. That is true freedom. Cutting back is not about being cheap. It is about being smart. And the smartest people are those who know when enough is enough. In the next lesson, we will take all these savings and give them structure. You will learn how to create a simple budget that helps you plan your money wisely and stay in control every month. Lesson 5. Create a simple budget. You have accepted your situation. You have changed your mindset. You have tracked your expenses and started cutting what is unnecessary. Now it is time to organize your money with a clear and simple plan. That plan is called a budget. A budget is not a cage, it is a map. It does not stop you from living, it guides you toward a better life. Without a budget, your money moves without direction. It comes in and disappears before you even know where it went. But when you have a plan, You become the driver of your own financial journey. Start small and simple. Take a piece of paper and divide it into 4 parts. Label them as essentials, savings, goals, and extra. Essentials are the things you must pay for to live: rent, food, transport, and bills. Savings are what you keep aside to protect your future. Goals are things you want to achieve, like buying something important, paying off a loan, or building an emergency fund. Extra is what you can use for small joys or unexpected needs. Write down how much money you earn each month. Then, based on your past expense tracking, decide how much should go into each part. There is no perfect number. It depends on your life. What matters is that every coin has a purpose. When every coin has a job, none of it gets wasted. Many people avoid budgeting because they think it is too hard or boring. But once you start, you will see it brings peace. It removes the stress of guessing whether you will have enough at the end of the month. You know exactly what you can spend and where. You stop fearing your bills because you have already prepared for them. The key to a good budget is honesty. Be real about your spending habits. Do not pretend you can survive on less than you truly need. A budget should feel realistic, not painful. If you cut too much at once, you will end up giving up. Start with gentle discipline, not harsh punishment. Keep reviewing your budget each week. Life changes. Your income may increase or decrease, your needs may shift, and your goals may grow. Your budget should move with you like a flexible friend. Do not treat it as a one-time task. It is a living plan. Here is a helpful way to think about it. Your budget is like the heart of your financial body. Every month, money flows in and out, just like blood. If the flow is healthy, everything else functions smoothly. If it is blocked or chaotic, the system suffers. A balanced budget keeps your financial life alive and strong. And remember this: budgeting is not just about money, it is about control. It gives you the feeling of calm when you pay your bills on time. It gives you joy when you realize you have saved something at the end of the month. It turns your fear of money into respect for it. When you follow your budget, you will notice small but powerful changes. You will think twice before spending. You will plan ahead instead of reacting in panic. You will feel more stable even if you earn the same as before. Because peace does not come from more money, it comes from better management. In the next lesson, you will learn one of the most important habits of all: how to pay yourself first, even when you are broke, and why this single act can completely transform your financial future. Lesson 6. Pay yourself first. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is to pay yourself first. It sounds simple, but very few people actually do it. Most people spend everything they earn and hope something will be left for saving. But that hope rarely works. Instead, make saving the first thing you do with your money, not the last. Imagine your income as a cake. Most people eat the cake first and then hope to save a piece at the end. If the cake is gone, nothing is left. But if you cut your slice first and set it aside, that piece is safe. This slice represents your future, your security, your freedom. Even if you can only save a tiny amount, it does not matter. It could be 1 coin, a few dollars, or a small percentage of what you earn. The key is consistency. When you save first, your mind starts to see saving as normal, not optional. It becomes a habit, and habits, once formed, are very hard to break. Here is a practical way to start. Every time you receive money, immediately transfer a small portion into a separate place. It could be a savings account, a hidden jar, or a digital wallet. Do this before paying bills or buying anything else. Even if it feels tiny, you are telling yourself in your brain, "I am important. My future matters." Paying yourself first also changes your mindset about money. You stop chasing instant pleasure. You start thinking long-term. You begin to see that every coin has a purpose. You start valuing your own needs, not just the needs of today or others. Another powerful effect of this habit is security. When unexpected expenses come, you will not panic. Your small savings will act as a shield. It is like planting a seed that grows roots deep in the soil. At first, it seems invisible, but over time it strengthens your life in ways you cannot imagine. Many people worry that paying themselves first will leave them with too little for bills or necessities. But the truth is, you adjust. Once you prioritize your saving, you naturally begin to spend smarter on what remains. Unnecessary expenses disappear, and your financial flow becomes cleaner and calmer. Remember, paying yourself first is not about greed. It is about respect. Respect for yourself, your dreams, and your future. It is the habit that separates those who always struggle from those who slowly but surely build freedom. Start today, even with a tiny amount. Tomorrow, add a little more. Over time, the small actions create massive results, and you will look back and realize that paying yourself first was the moment your financial life truly began. In the next lesson, we will explore how to find joy and happiness without spending money, a secret that helps you save naturally while still enjoying life. Lesson 7. Find free or low cost. Joy. Saving money does not mean giving up happiness. Many people think they must spend to feel alive or satisfied. But true joy does not come from money. It comes from experiences, creativity, and connection. When you learn to enjoy life without spending, saving becomes easy and natural. Start by noticing the simple pleasures around you. A walk in the park, a conversation with a friend, reading a book, listening to music. These things are free, yet they can bring more satisfaction than expensive outings or gadgets. When you focus on these joys, you stop feeling deprived while saving. Another way to find happiness without spending is to explore hobbies that cost little or nothing. Drawing, writing, cooking, exercising, or gardening. Not only do they bring joy, but they also give you a sense of accomplishment, and accomplishment is more rewarding than any purchase. Social activities do not have to be expensive. Invite a friend for a picnic instead of going to a cafe. Play games at home instead of going to a costly entertainment center. Memories created without spending money are often the most cherished. You can also find joy in giving. Helping someone, sharing knowledge, or volunteering does not cost money, yet it fills your heart in ways purchases never can. The more you focus on giving, the less you feel the need to spend on yourself to feel happy. The key is to disconnect happiness from material things. When you do this, saving no longer feels like sacrifice. It feels like a choice to take care of yourself and your future. You stop spending impulsively to chase temporary pleasure. Here is a small exercise. Every week, write down 3 things that made you genuinely happy without spending money. After a few weeks, you will see how rich your life already is. This awareness changes your mindset and naturally helps you save more. Finding joy in low-cost or free ways creates freedom. You are no longer trapped in the cycle of spending to feel good. You start controlling your life, your choices, and your money. Happiness and saving can coexist. They do not compete. When you master this lesson, you will feel calm and content even while building your savings. And this calmness will make every future financial decision easier and smarter. In the next lesson, we will discuss how to earn a little extra, even if you already feel stretched, to create more room for savings and security. Lesson 8. Earn a little extra. Saving is important, but sometimes your current income is not enough. That is why finding ways to earn a little extra can make a big difference. Even small additional income can help you save faster, pay off debt, and feel more secure. Start by looking at your skills and resources. Do you have a talent for writing, cooking, teaching, or fixing things? Can you offer small services to friends, neighbors, or online communities? Even a few hours a week can bring in extra money without overwhelming your schedule. Another option is selling things you no longer need. Old clothes, books, electronics, or furniture can be sold online or to local buyers. It not only frees up space in your home, but also gives you extra cash to save. This teaches a valuable lesson: nothing is wasted, and everything can have a purpose. Microjobs or freelance opportunities are also helpful. Simple tasks like tutoring, designing, cleaning, or delivering can add up over time. You do not need a big plan, just start small and consistent. Each small earning grows like a tiny stream joining a river. Earning extra is not about becoming rich overnight. It is about creating breathing room in your finances. It gives you more control, reduces stress, and allows you to save without feeling deprived. Even earning a little makes a psychological difference. It reminds you that you are capable and resourceful. Here is a simple approach. Decide how much extra you want to earn each week or month. Break it into achievable steps. Work steadily and celebrate each success. Do not worry if it seems small. Over months, small amounts become significant. The act of earning also strengthens your mindset. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You stop feeling helpless about money. You realize that even when life is tight, there are always ways to grow and improve. Remember, earning extra is a tool, not a distraction. Use it to support your savings, pay off debt, and invest in your future. Do not let it become a reason to spend more. Every coin earned is a seed. Plant it wisely. When you combine extra earning with smart saving, your financial journey accelerates. You will begin to feel more confident and secure, even if your main income remains small. In the next lesson, we will focus on building an emergency fund, which will protect you from life's unexpected challenges and give you peace of mind. Lesson 9. Build an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Even the most careful plans can be disrupted by sudden events, medical bills, repairs, or unexpected travel. An emergency fund is your safety net. It is the money set aside solely for unexpected situations. Without it, even small emergencies can turn into big problems. Start small. Do not wait to save a large amount. Even saving enough to cover 1 week of expenses is a powerful beginning. Once you reach that, aim for 2 weeks, then 1 month, and gradually grow it. The goal is not speed, it is consistency. Think of your emergency fund as a shield. It protects you from stress and panic when something goes wrong. It keeps you from borrowing money at high costs or falling into debt. It gives peace of mind knowing that you are prepared for life's surprises. Keep your emergency fund separate from your daily spending. Do not touch it for regular purchases or wants. It is sacred money for real emergencies only. Some people use a separate bank account, others a secure jar. The method does not matter, the principle does. Building an emergency fund also teaches discipline. Every time you contribute, even a small amount, you reinforce the habit of prioritizing your future. It trains your mind to think long-term, not just about instant needs. It also strengthens your confidence. You feel capable and resilient, knowing you can handle unexpected challenges. Remember, emergencies do not announce themselves. You cannot predict when they will come, but you can prepare. Even a modest emergency fund can save you from fear, stress, and difficult decisions. It gives you freedom to act wisely instead of reacting in panic. Here is a simple tip. Every time you receive money, whether from your main job, extra work, or gifts, set aside a fixed small portion for your emergency fund first. Treat it as non-negotiable. Consistency matters more than the size of the contribution. An emergency fund is not luxury, it is necessity. It is the cornerstone of financial security. When you have it, you sleep easier, think clearer, and make better decisions with the money you earn and save. In the next lesson, we will explore the power of patience and consistency, and how these qualities turn small savings into long-term wealth and stability. Lesson 10. Be patient and consistent. Saving money is not a race, it is a journey. And the most important qualities on this journey are patience and consistency. Even the smallest actions, repeated every day, create powerful results over time. Many people give up too early. They save for 1 week, 1 month, or 1 small period, and when they do not see big changes immediately, they feel frustrated. This is the biggest mistake. Financial growth is not instant. It builds slowly, quietly, and steadily. The key is to stay committed, even when the results seem invisible. Think of saving like planting a tree. You water a seed every day, but it does not grow overnight. The first shoots may appear slowly, and you might doubt the effort. But if you keep nurturing it, roots develop, the trunk strengthens, and eventually it becomes a tall, strong tree. Your money works the same way. Small, repeated actions grow into financial security. Consistency also builds habits. When saving becomes automatic, you no longer have to force yourself. Your mind starts making smart choices naturally. You pause before spending. You prioritize your needs over wants. You feel control instead of stress. Patience teaches another lesson: contentment. You learn to appreciate small wins. Even saving a tiny amount each week becomes an achievement. Each saved coin, each small step, is proof that you are moving forward. Celebrate it. This joy fuels your consistency. Here is a simple exercise. Every week, review what you saved. Do not focus on what you could have saved. Focus on what you did save. This builds confidence and motivates you to continue. Remember, the power of saving is not in large actions, but in repeated small actions. Patience keeps you steady when results are slow. Consistency ensures that every effort compounds over time. Together they create unstoppable progress. When you combine patience with all the lessons you have learned, tracking expenses, cutting unnecessary spending, budgeting, paying yourself first, finding joy without spending, earning extra, and building an emergency fund, you create a life where saving becomes natural, easy, and even joyful. In the next lesson, we will explore how to learn and grow continuously, because knowledge about money multiplies the power of all your efforts. Lesson 11. Learn and grow. The journey of saving money does not end with habits and discipline. To truly master your finances, you must keep learning and growing. Knowledge is the most powerful tool you can have. It multiplies the value of every coin you save. Start by reading books about money, budgeting, and investing. Listen to podcasts or watch videos from financial experts. Learn from people who have managed to save and grow their wealth. Every new idea gives you strategies to improve your own life. Even small lessons can make a huge difference when applied consistently. Learning also means understanding your mistakes. Do not fear them. Every wrong decision is an opportunity to grow smarter. Review your past spending habits, reflect on what went wrong, and ask yourself how you can do better next time. Knowledge combined with action is far more powerful than instinct alone. Seek out mentors or communities that share financial wisdom. Talking to others, asking questions, and sharing experiences accelerates your learning. You will discover tricks and habits that are not obvious from books alone. And seeing how others handle money can inspire and motivate you. Another important part of growth is exploring new ways to earn and save. Technology and creativity provide endless opportunities for additional income or smarter spending. Experiment with new methods, track the results, and refine your approach. Growth is not static. It evolves as you evolve. Always remember that learning about money is a lifelong journey. The world changes, costs rise, opportunities shift. Those who keep growing are prepared for these changes. Those who stop learning struggle to keep up. Finally, combine learning with gratitude and reflection. Appreciate the knowledge you gain and apply it patiently. Celebrate small wins and new insights. This creates a positive cycle. Learning fuels action. Action creates results, and results motivate further learning. When you commit to continuous learning, your financial journey becomes more than just saving money. It becomes a path to freedom, confidence, and independence. You are no longer afraid of being broke because you know how to manage, grow, and protect your money. With this final lesson, you now have a complete roadmap. You know how to accept your situation, change your mindset, track expenses, cut unnecessary spending, budget, pay yourself first, find joy without spending, earn extra, build an emergency fund, be patient, and continue learning. These lessons, practiced consistently, will help you save money even when you are broke and slowly transform your financial future. Conclusion: saving money. even when you are broke, may seem impossible at first. But now you have learned that it is not about having more. It is about doing better with what you already have. You began by accepting your situation, facing reality without shame or fear. Then you changed your mindset, seeing money as a tool, not a burden. You tracked every expense, cut unnecessary spending, and created a simple budget to guide your decisions. You learned the power of paying yourself first and discovered ways to find joy without spending. You explored how to earn a little extra and built an emergency fund to protect your future. Most importantly, you embraced patience, consistency, and continuous learning. These lessons, when applied together, create a strong foundation for financial freedom. Even the smallest actions, repeated daily, compound over time into something extraordinary. A coin saved today grows into security tomorrow. A habit formed today grows into independence next year. A decision made today can change your life forever. Remember, being broke is a temporary state. What matters is how you respond to it. With awareness, discipline, and persistence, you can turn scarcity into abundance. Your future does not depend on luck. It depends on the choices you make every day. Start small, be consistent, celebrate every tiny victory. Trust the process, even when progress feels slow, because every step you take builds your confidence, control, and freedom. Even when you feel powerless, you are learning the art of managing your life. Saving money is not just about numbers. It is about respect for yourself, your dreams, and your future. It is about creating peace in your mind and security in your life. And it is about realizing that even in the toughest times, you have the power to grow, improve, and succeed. Start today, right now. The journey may be long, but every step forward is a victory. Even the smallest effort matters, and over time, it can transform your life completely. Your financial freedom begins with a single decision: to act. Take that step, and your future will thank you.